soul in blue, a soul in the blue. The House of Soul. Breakdown by Drew and Gum.
Okay,
Alright.
this is the first episode of the breakdown on the House of Soul. I'm Drew Amon, and this is okay. Introduce yourself, bro.
Hi. I am Kamo Mutibe. K_OYE. That's what most people know me by.
Yeah.
Twitter, Instagram, there's another underscore there by the end.
Yeah.
And yeah. What's up?
Yeah, so I'm Drew Amon. This is the House of Soul, and today, actually, this show is called The Breakdown. We're actually breaking down things in the R&B music scene, because I think there's a lot of stuff that we need to break down. So yeah, this is at the first episode. So yeah, today's topic is about Elaine. It's about Elaine, and it's mostly about her new song and the reaction to it, because normally there's not. Okay, yeah, let me just go straight to it. So like Elaine started released a new song called Right Now. She released a video and then the song on the same day. And like now these days she's going with American time now, you know. Like she doesn't just drop X like normal South Africans. Yeah, she drops she drops Ngama EST and stuff. So like that was like a change, you know. But you can't really say it's a change because she only dropped one project and that's all that we know from her. So like Elaine, so what did you think? Like, did you watch the video?
Yeah, I watched the video.
So like, what did you think about it?
I think it's cool.
It's cool.
It represents her lyrics for me.
The lyrics,
yeah, it's a cool video actually.
Like,
I mean, she's in a bag right now.
Yeah.
And you can see Lapanuti, she's chilling.
Yeah.
And then it's right that boat is a ship, or what is it? Yeah, that ship has a text from her ex. I suppose I sent her a text telling her, sending her a voice note, actually, not a text.
Yeah.
A voice note telling her that he misses her and all of that. He wants her back. You know how that stuff is like. Hitting up your ex with that voice note, text, yo, I still want you back. I'm love back and all of that. So yeah, it makes sense for me. The music video is cool.
Yeah, because like I think it's good. Like I think it's a good music video. Like the music video, my favorite part is like second. You see, there's two parts. There's the parts where she's at the studio and then she's with her girls at the club. And then there's also another part where she goes to Cape Town and she's like in the yacht and stuff. That second part is like my favorite.
A yacht.
Yeah,
the yacht. Yeah, that's my favorite part.
Yeah, that's I really like that part. And then like for me it's a good song. It's a good song. It's a good song. It's like one of those songs in the album where it's like, this is a good song, you know. But I don't think it's like the main song in the album. I don't think it's that. Like, it's a good song. And the thing is, I've seen in social media how people's opinions are on it, you know. Like a lot of people thought that she was gonna drop like an album, like they were like, I don't understand the hype, and then the song dropped. Like over here it says like these are some of the comments on Twitter that people say that like some people thought that maybe they were playing one of her old songs, and then some people were saying that it didn't slap, but then she wanted people to continue hyping her up so that she wins and stuff. And then some people, like most of the people that I saw on Twitter, okay, not most. There's a part of Twitter where they said she sounds the same. She's extremely talented, but her songs are not different. You know, they're good, but they're not different. Another one is that, okay, exactly the same vocal style, same production, same writing
Yeah.
style. So there's other parts where they're like say she's good at what she does, but she doesn't offer variety, if you know what I mean. Is that the same way you feel like about her style, you know, her music?
Yeah, on the first comment that says she probably dropped her old song.
Yeah,
I second that because that's
exactly.
the feel that I got. I think I think it's a song that didn't make it on her EP Elements, that
Oh,
couldn't make
okay.
it.
Okay, I get you.
So
They
and
dropped it.
now since now that she's working on new material,
Yeah.
she saw it fit to maybe release this song what
Oh,
just
okay.
to keep the ground fertile and her fans entertained for the time being
All
up
right.
until she releases new music. So yeah, as you can even hear it. I mean the production there, LZ,
Yeah,
it's the
it's
same.
LZ, yeah, who
It's a
made it.
similar, yeah, it's a similar production on many of the songs on Elements, which LZ was also involved in.
Yeah.
And I mean the delivery to the flow right
Yeah.
now, like there's barely anything new. But besides that, the lyrics are quite
Yeah,
relevant, very
they're hard hitting. Yeah. especially
yeah.
especially for the ones who are, you know, deep into the Mjodo and stuff. Yeah. And like for me like i I think it's a style, because like, I mean, why there's a saying that you don't change a winning team, like you don't change something that works for you. So could you say that also, because I mean, it worked for her, and like in
Yeah,
terms of the South African context, like no artist, okay, let me not disrespect the older ones, but like in terms of her and her right now, like no artist has been R&B artist has penetrated so far into the South African music game. Like she was even nominated for an EP.
yeah.
An R&B person nominated for summer for an EP, and like she reached so many heights that many people didn't reach. You know, like I've been listening to South African R&B for like a long time, and like nobody has, like I've always told people about, yo, this is artist. But like with her, you just promoted her to a certain point, and like she just blew up, and she was everywhere. She's even overseas. She got a deal and
Yeah,
stuff.
side
So
now.
yeah, so as I was saying, like her formula works. So changing the formula wouldn't, uh you know, whenever we there's certain artists that we listen to, and then they tweak their sound and they change the sound, and be like, no, it's not the same. So
Mhm.
wouldn't her changing her production or the people she works with be detrimental to, you know, her brand and her music?
I think I like to think that especially when it comes to her as an artist and the way
Yeah.
she delivers on her vocal cords, or the way she sings, or her capabilities in terms of singing.
Yeah.
Like she's not the type of R&B singer who can hit like those high notes
Oh
like
yeah.
Abo, Mariah Carey and the
Mm.
Beyonce's, like you know. So I would put her in that category of R&B, the new
Summer
R&B artist
Walker.
who inspire, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, them. So now her voice, her voice being that way, it has to be accommodated by a certain type of instrumental
Oh, okay.
or sound engineering so that they
Huh.
can complement each other well. And yeah, I do agree with you. I do agree with you that this is probably her signature sound,
Yeah.
because all she's dropped now before the single right now was the Elements, and Elements was an EP.
Yeah.
And taking it from, I remember before aka when he was about to drop his EP, Mania, he
Yeah.
said the purpose of an EP is to experiment on new sounds and all of that. Like there are no rules in an EP. You can release
like a mixtape
anything
or
that
something.
sounds. Yeah, it's like a mixtape or something. Except in this context, now you own the rights, the complete rights from your instrumentals, everything. Because back in the days, on a mixtape, people would usually lay new songs on top of other people's instrumentals, meaning that they do not own the complete rights of that song. So now it's an EP with probably less than 10 or 9 songs, right? Now they own the rights from the vocals to the instrumental to everything. So now, I would say the EP element was her testing out what she can do, presenting to us what could possibly be her regular sound, her signature sound rather, and all of that. So I don't think it would be proper for her to change her sound from what it is right now. I mean, she literally just dropped one EP.
One
So
EP.
let's allow her time to release maybe an album with 15 songs maybe, and then with 15 songs surely we're gonna get a different sounds nyana there, maybe approaching after the 10th track and going and so forth. So let's see.
But we could also say that maybe one thing she could do is maybe change the producer she works with. Maybe change from LSE to maybe other producers who will give her the same thing but in a different way, if you understand what I mean. And another thing is with her quick blow up, like since we're talking about experimenting and whatever, like she really can't do that much, like she's not like, isn't she, I'm an artist, like I can experiment and do other things because not a lot of people know me and not a lot of people have that many expectations. So like with her, she's already the face. Like, let's not lie to ourselves, like she's the face. Like you can't, I'll bring up this topic later. Like with her, she's the face of everything and everybody is kind of compared to her and her impact, which is kind of unfair. So like with her, she doesn't have that much room for experimentation. She cannot drop a mid song. She cannot drop experiments with many different sounds, many other genres. She doesn't have that much room to maneuver in, and like there's so many expectations of her. I think we should maybe lower, as a public, as listeners, we should maybe lower the expectations, not put too much pressure on her, because like that could be limiting to her creativity.
I agree with you there. We should give her space and time to work on, to perfect the craft, and to work with other producers and see what they can grow, or what they can take from her signature sound that she's doing now, and see how they can expand on that. As you said right now, that she's the face. She's the face of the R&B scene in South Africa. Like, she's blown, and she's still tapping into a new market, like in the USA and probably in other countries too, somewhere in the East. And we should give her time to grow. Otherwise, I think she could like pull off like an Aliyah type of impact if she reaches that peak and finds the right producers. I mean, Aliyah, right? Aliyah was made
come on, dude.
Timbaland. She was made by not that. Okay, in lack of better words, I could say she was made by Timbaland in terms of the production. I mean, Timbaland's production carried Aliyah. carried her really, and then she became an R&B sensation
Yeah.
in those years. It's unfortunate that she had to pass on so soon. RIP to her. So yeah, I could say that if she finds that perfect producer who can link with her and find that I don't know how to describe it, but
Yeah.
yeah, a Timbaland type of
Yeah.
producer who can understand her
Mm.
and so on. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be able to reach those heights.
And talking about her being able to like she penetrated the international game, like so many artists, South African artists, for them it takes so long to get international. Like with her
Yeah.
EP, she got international and she was out there in America doing a thing, you know. Like even my favorite R&B blog that always posting about her, you know, like she penetrated so fast, got signed by the label. And that's another thing. Like most people didn't know that she was South African. Like I didn't even know. Like I only knew she was South African when like a friend of mine, the one who introduced me to her, she was like, "No,
Yeah.
I know Elaine's manager," and I went to school with her. I was like, "What? She's South African?" And that's another thing is that a lot of people love her because she doesn't sound the same as she doesn't sound South African, and that's another thing why people love her. But then another thing about it is that in terms of other artists, other R&B artists, and other these are other let's say rappers, you know, like South Africans have a big problem with people who sound American. With people who sound American, speak American, you know, their videos are let me not say American, but international. You know? With her, she was so accepted, but then with other people, they are not that much accepted, you know, by using that sound. Like, what did she do that others are not doing? And is it a good thing, you know, her sounding like she's not from South Africa?
Well, she has blown up and she's international now, so I guess it's working and it's a good thing for her, right?
Yeah.
I think so. But in South Africa, man, you know, South Africa is such a different country, man.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to our music, hip hop, for instance,
Yeah.
we as South Africans, we are not naturally people about under hip hop. Like like the vast majority of this country don't vibe to hip hop. But now if you would take a rapper and put him maybe on top of a song, on top of a dance instrumental, they would probably vibe with that person. And then from that you find inequality, which is why back then it was so
big, like we grew up on it.
Yeah, because as South Africans, we are people of dance. It's either we dance or we love, which is where R&B comes in, or and so many other things. Or maybe we worship, which is where gospel also comes in. Those are the main genres that we actually love. And now for hip hop, hip hop, man, is influenced by a lot of politics. You know, in politics, you're not allowed to sound like someone. You're not allowed to snitch. You're not allowed to do this. There's so many rules that hold the artist back. So now when it comes to the R&B side, I think she's allowed. I think that genre allows the artist to not sound like the South Africans, to sing in English from the first verse to the hook to the last verse and all of that. And yeah, I think it allows, because I've seen many upcoming artists who sing in English. I mean, who's that other one who released the EP last year in December and now she's nominated for a summer?
Oh, Tando. I saw that. Like it's not Tando. Like I'm very happy for them. It's Tando, it's Ricky Tyler, and also Manana was nominated. So like it's a win, you know.
Exactly, and many of them are dominant in singing English, right? And they sound international. So you can see that no, man, this genre allows for people to be and to express whatever it is that they feel in whatever language that they want to. And if people can relate to that, then we are good. We are good. We are good. We are good people. And taking into account that R&B. I mean, remember the 90s R&B, 90s, 80s.
Yeah.
Lona,
About Teddy.
Yeah. Erika Patu.
Yeah.
Those ones who kept on playing on Metro FM every Sunday.
Oh yeah. So South Africans naturally are accustomed to R&B being in English. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Whether it's in English or what, they are accustomed to being into R&B because of the message it talks about. It's either about relationships, love, or money, which are things which are most relatable to the vast majority of South Africans. So yeah. So I think in the R&B scene, she's allowed to
do that.
Yeah, to do that. There are no barriers that side.
Yeah, and another thing is talk about hip hop. Like, do you remember in like 2013, 2014, when the South African hip hop game exploded? Like, there was a time where, like, I won't even lie, I used to be a rapper and I used to be so much into the culture, and like we were joked about, right? Like there were about Westchega and we used to wear baggy clothes and all that. So there was a time when we weren't heard, and there was a time when, like, even now, people can't get enough of hip hop. And the thing is, with R&B, I feel like right now we are at our 2014. You know, like over years, I've seen so many artists. You know, so many artists, and some of them they proved they went to their potential. Some of them didn't. You know. And like right now, I feel like there's so many artists. You know, like every day on the House of Soul, like I discover new artists. Like I can't post everybody every day. So like like there's so many people. You know, there's so many people. It's like golden. I called it the golden era of South African R&B. You know, because we're getting heard now. There's a lot of people like international also in South Africa. Like I feel like it's, for me, it's the golden era, or it's the start of a golden era. You know, if it's not us, then it's gonna be the people after us. You know, where they're gonna be heard not just by international but South African, because South African is not too big on R&B. You know.
Yeah, especially local R&B.
Yeah, and
continue.
And the last thing is this is so another thing is that I think, okay, let me not say I think, like some people said it, and I might have also noticed, well, since she's gone American a bit, you know, like, you know, in America they're kind of big on image, they're kind of big on, you know, there's a saying that sex sells. So I don't know, maybe it's her or her management or it's the label, but like Elaine was, she was looking good. She was looking good, but some people might say that there might be a bit of sexualization, like based on her latest video. So that's what some people might have said. What do you think? This topic is kind of, you know, it's an icy topic.
No man. I think it's probably true. It's probably true. But and what I've noticed is that I mean, the first video she released it when after she got signed, right?
Right now,
no, before that, the first video she released was
Risky. It was Risky. Risky was the first video.
The lead singer,
you're the one was still independent, and then Risky was dropped with the label, and then right now it's the second one.
Okay, okay. Yeah. From Risky, you can see from that video, there's this persona that they are portraying of a Yoruba, sort
The
of like,
clothing and image of her.
yeah,
Maybe,
yeah,
yeah,
you can see that they're building that image that could carry his name, yeah, Elaine. And now like, and now the music video right now has certified Gucci like she is what she's actually in there and already making that money and securing those bags. Most of the time, maybe from her image, right?
yeah,
And yeah, I think it's quite true that sex sells, like the old saying says.
yeah,
Yeah, from the way I've seen things, especially from R&B and or whatever it is that female artists do,
yeah.
or what they are forced to do, except for maybe the lucky ones, Abu Adele,
Oh, yeah.
and yeah, I don't know who else. So yeah, I agree with that narrative. Right now she's looking. Yeah, she looks wow.
But she looked fine. I mean, I would
Yeah,
lie. She looked good. I mean, they look good. Anyway,
yeah. She looks fly. And before that, I before these music videos were released or before she was signed, I didn't even notice that side. Yeah,
yeah.
né?
Okay, you can say
Like
that.
all I knew was probably what the vulnerable side, yeah, of her, which she was being played by this boy, and I
Mm.
thought maybe she's an introverted type of
Oh, yeah.
person. And now here comes now that she's signed and the music videos, you can see it's Norman.
Yeah, she's a baddie.
Yeah. She's a low key baddie. So yeah, I could say that. I agree with that narrative. I
Yeah,
agree. I don't.
it's actually kind of a good thing also because I mean, South Africans are very conservative, and like in terms of R&B, like
Yeah,
yeah, we're very conservative. I mean, for every Elaine, you could okay, yeah, let me let me not say. Anyway, moving
yeah,
on. So this is the topic I wanted to talk about. Ah, yeah. So it about her being the image and the face, you know. Like
yeah,
we once had a discussion about this on WhatsApp. And
yeah,
right now there was also topics, people talking about this, you know, talking about this on Twitter. There was arguments. So
yeah,
some people, a lot of people were defending her, of course, you know, she deserved to be defended. Other people were saying, you know, people go on like she's immune to criticism. People, it's like people say it's like a taboo, like you can't criticize Elaine, you can't say negative things, or you can't, you know, give feedback or something. It's
yeah,
like we agree she's the image and stuff. Like right now it's like she's up there, you know, it's like she's up there, but I feel like it's not fair. Like she's great and what she did was amazing. But like for me, I don't feel like there's a certain person who's number one, you know. I feel like
yeah,
this group of six or group of five that I could say for me is the best, you know, R&B artist in SA from what I've heard.
yeah.
But
Mhm.
like if you look, like for me, like I listen to R&B and lots of R&B. In terms of the public, you know, like general South Africans who are not that invested into the R&B scene and who don't research and don't listen to new artists, you can say that she's number one. But in terms of
Mhm.
overall, for me, I feel like it's unfair. Like there's a lot of people that that have a claim to say they're number one, but they don't have the publicity or the videos or the budget or the, you know, the amount of streams. But
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
yeah. I do.
So
And that's yeah,
like it's like an unwritten rule, you know. Lane is number one. Everybody, you know, everybody is
two
just
number
yeah,
three.
yeah. They stay in your
Yeah,
place. So what do you think about that unwritten rule that, you know?
I mean, I think, okay, it's true that nobody's above criticism. I mean, and also, and at the same time, if you receive criticism, you know that, okay, sure, there is something right that you're doing. And I could say that for and I do understand some of the people on Twitter who say we shouldn't criticize Elaine because she is from South Africa and we should be supporting her no matter what. And yeah, which is also true. We should be doing that, and which is what they are doing already.
Yeah.
And in terms of her being what the debates, the random debates going on there on that platform, talking about who's number one, who's number two, who's number three, who's number four. That unwritten rule, it will always be there. It will always be there. And right now, I think we are we are in a period where people have a lot of time in their hands where they could just go in there and criticize or and those who back it up somehow they end up going into that following which the new age call in a cult, right? You know how those fans, Aries fans, for example, they're called. Like anyone who comes in
the
and
Shining
says anything bad
Stars.
about Aries, hey,
yeah,
hey, number one, Baksha, yeah, the Slim. So now with the Shining Stars, I think it's fair. I mean, in this day and age, you should be. What do they call it in the USA? Those fans who tweet everything and anything about their favorite artist. What do they call it?
Isn't it fans?
Stands. There's this other word that I'm looking for, but yeah, it's important to have that kind of a following.
Yeah, because that's your core following. You know, that's where you make your money and your success. Like casual listeners are good, you know, but like the core, those are the people who will buy your shit. You know, those are the people that will support you at the shows. Those are the people that will market you without getting paid. You know. So,
they're very much needed for her to grow as an artist. And even as you see them, anyone who criticizes as you see, they quickly touch you and put you in your place. So it's that whole topic. It's not something that's being pushed by Elaine as an artist, but it's something pushed by her fans. So and they're allowed to do that. I think it for the fan culture, it is now becoming a competitive sport somehow to represent your favorite artist, no matter what or whatever it is, whoever says or whatever. So yeah, it is what's happening right now. It is what it is.
Yeah, and in closing, okay, wait, like I think she should also work more with clarity, you know.
The producer.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, clarity is good to see. Like in terms
plus
yeah.
Plus that tag has also become her own personal tag. Every time we hear this song, the clarity is clear to see. You know it's a banger. It's gonna be a smash song.
But like I'm noticing she signed to a label, she dropped that tag, you know. It's just one of those things. But like I can't wait for the album. I can't wait for, like, she's also working with Abo Picture Nada and all those artists, you know. Like I also want on Instagram, like I also want more features from her. Like I'd love maybe if she featured the South African. Like I don't want a rapper from South Africa. Mfuna umuntu like abo nae Ela, or maybe even go for Ayanda Gia or go for Tandon G. Like for me, or if she wants the new school people, she go for Nanette. Like I feel like those would be great, and also Joda would be great. Like in as much as she's international, I love some local R&B collaborations. And yeah, she should generally get, for me, I would love collaboration in the new album because like she is working on new material. So like yeah, with Elaine, there's a lot of stuff that she's involved in, and we're really proud of her. So yeah,
Yeah.
what would you like to say in conclusion?
Me, I think I don't think she has stopped working with Clarity because like okay, I hope that she has not stopped working with Clarity. I need to hear new songs from those two. I need to hear new songs.
Yay, bro. It's good to see.
Yeah, they have this great chemistry together from producer to artist. Yeah, we need to hear it. We need to hear more. Nah, clarity is clear to see. And then in terms of her collaborating with other artists, whether locally or on features mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I personally am not expecting that she will collaborate those many or feature with many artists for now. Maybe in the next in the album that she's about to drop, she'll probably feature maybe one to zero.
Probably an
but it will depend on the number. Yeah, or maybe it's just that I don't know. I just don't see her energy as an artist matching up with another artist right now. Yeah. So hence why I'm saying I doubt that we'll get any mostly local features on her album or anything like that. So I don't know. Cause now when it comes to collaborations for artists, they need to first have that. They need to first click or something, and and that. But in terms of international features, maybe we're gonna get one or two.
Yeah, I think it's definitely gonna be an international thing because I've seen it with Abo Nasty. You know, there should be one at least. Because I mean, what's the use of sending to a big international record label and you can't even get an Ari or Summer or someone like that? It should be given.
Get in there and feature Ari or feature let the feature or Beyonce, for goodness sake. They're on the same label.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that will happen, but
I don't think so too. But yeah, something like that. Feature on that, get an even more major image internationally. And I hope she won't feature any rapper. Like no.
Yeah,
I hope she won't because I don't see it sounding right. Like Elaine featuring singing.
And another thing is that as R&B artists, like the game is so small right now. Like I feel like everybody should work together. You know, like I mean, there's us, the House of Soul, and the platforms given to R&B artists are not that many. Like we're competing against rappers. You know, we're like for every like 5 R&B rappers, there's like one R&B person on the platform. So like I feel like in terms of publications, in terms of the artists themselves, in terms of the producers, I feel like they should work together, you know, because the game is still so small, you know, still small. Like there's a lot. It's a golden generation, but the game is still small. That isn't expanded to the point where we say, you know what, I'm not gonna feature anyone, you know.
And also their labels. I think the labels are also not coming in to assist these R&B artists. I mean, for instance, right now you can see that many of these artists are independent and they blew up mostly using a Twitter, Instagram, like from your Tando. Elaine, we knew Elaine from Twitter. Many of us. Elaine, we know her from Twitter. Jordan Hosi, we know her from Twitter. And Elaine is and all of them, they were independent when they blew up. They grew up from that platform. And I think the labels need to come in and maybe give these artists in the fair deals and invest in the R&B golden generation.
Because I can music videos.
yeah, we need a lot of music videos, and you know how expensive music videos are.
Hey, bro.
So, and now being an independent R&B artist, nangapa many of them were students when they were blowing up
Yeah, most of
first
them
year,
are
second
still students,
year.
you know.
Yeah, most of them are still students, and you know that student budget it's very
Yeah,
tight that side. Now you're
bro.
still depending on NSFAS,
Mm,
bursaries are not paying. So now, yeah, I think the labels need to come in, and yeah, it's true. It's important that they collaborate with other producers so that they grow in the game.
yeah,
And the genre in South Africa can also grow. And we need to have, hey, when you involve the hip hop on the hip hop side, there's so many gatekeepers,
hey,
so
bro.
they need to loosen up, man, and let
Yeah,
this generation in. I
yeah,
mean, there's space for everyone,
yeah.
as
There's
you
space
can
for
see.
everyone. Yeah,
Yeah, let them in. We want to see everyone. Channel O, MTV, Zanzi
yeah,
Music.
yeah,
We want, yeah, literally everyone.
yeah. So yeah. So I'm glad we had this conversation about Elaine, shining star. You know. So yeah,
Yes.
this is the first episode of the breakdown on the House of Soul. Hopefully,
Mhm.
I'm glad next week. See you same time, same place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ciao. Bye bye.
Ciao. See you next week.